The weather this past weekend was great, so I made it a point to get out and do some hiking and RC off-roading. I've showcased this Jeep Cherokee in a couple of previous videos. It's got a completely 3D printed chassis with aluminum drive shafts, axles, and transmission, and it's fitted with some basic electronics. I'll be sure to leave links to the previous videos below in the description. Since the last video, I've lowered the body a little bit more, which I think gives the vehicle a more scale appearance. And I also replaced the underpowered steering servo I was using more or less as a placeholder with this Power HD 1207 TG standard low-profile digital servo, which works great on this crawler. It's fast, strong, and has more travel and a longer arm, which allows it to turn the wheels sharper and therefore decreasing the turning radius. I've also made some adjustments to the shocks. The stock springs that came on these shocks were very stiff, far more stiff than what I wanted, so I stacked two touring car springs one on top of another on each shock, and this provides a much more flexible suspension and causes less frame twist. And the final change I made was adding weights to each wheel. Normally I'd remove the tire and place the weights on the outer circumference of the wheels, but the tires were hard to remove due to the glue used to hold them on, so I just stuck the weights to the inside of the wheel. Not the nicest looking solution, but the wheels are just simple PLA plastic prints, so once this set of tires wear out, I'll be replacing the wheels along with the tires, and that will give me the opportunity to place the weights on the outer part of the wheel so that they will be covered by the tire. All the footage captured for the outdoor portions of this video was done using this Hawkeye Firefly 7S action camera. For an under $70 camera, its quality is pretty impressive. I'm still messing around with the settings both on the camera and during the video editing to try and get the best looking video. I designed and printed this custom one-piece flexible camera mount that is held onto the body using magnets. This mount allows the camera to be mounted to the roof of the Jeep, providing an onboard perspective. The footage captured by the Firefly 7S can be viewed live on a smartphone or tablet through the camera's app, which really adds to the driving experience. Incorporating onboard cameras and FPV systems to surface vehicles is not something that I've seen done that often, but I think there's huge potential to really add to the overall experience of driving an RC vehicle, particularly for more scale vehicles like crawlers and drift cars. There are a lot of things to consider as far as mounting and stabilizing the camera, as well as incorporating more complex FPV systems, but this is something I will continue to experiment with. But I think that's about it as far as updates to the Jeep. I'm going to be installing some scale accessories and experimenting with some different electronics in the future, so I'll go ahead and conclude this video with some more crawling. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. Also, be sure to follow me on social media for more frequent updates and additional content. The links are below in the description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.